Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, my subscribers on YouTube, peeps on Facebook, everybody on House of Nerdum, and everybody around the world. It is the DOUG here once again for a video game review of Mortal So Suspect, which is an adventure stealth game developed by L-Light Games and published by Square Enix for Microsoft Windows, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and the Xbox One, and was released June 3rd of this year in North America. So pretty much came around in the summertime-ish area, so it's not been long. So yeah, I got this game pre-owned. Honestly, it's ironic to get. It's like a few days after I pick it up. You know, Airtight Games goes out of business. Files for bankruptcy. That's kind of depressing. It kind of sucks, but oh well. But oh well, it is what it is. Yeah, pretty much the plot of this game is this. You're in Salem, Massachusetts, playing as Detective Ronan O'Connell after he's thrown out of a window. So yeah. Pretty much you gotta solve your own murder and solve the murders that have been going around town. Now, of course, you can help other big ghosts, you know, who have passed on and put their soul on ease. Now, of course, I'm going to continue just to show you why I was, to show you the main mechanics, because so you know what you're getting into. I'm not going to show you the beginning, because that would be disappointing, and I'm going to be different. So pretty much, all you have to do is find your killer, save the townspeople, and of course, last but certainly not least, you know, all that. Now, of course, as you can see, you can still die as a ghost. That's one thing that makes no sense. I can understand, because later on you do fight demons, which we're going to show, and pretty much you can execute them. Granted, you have to do it from behind, so there is a little bit of being sneaky, stealth, and all that. Now, one problem with the game is the load times. Dear God, are they hideous. Because they are bad. Of course, anybody who watched Two Best Friends play of this knows that it was bad. Of course, pretty much move. Now, of course, you can teleport. The L1, if you so wish. Reveal. Now, of course, collecting things will let you unlock stories. Now, sorry about that. Thought I heard a noise. Now the thing is, if you walk into this, you can die. So keep that in mind. I'm going the wrong way. I am completely lost. That's what happens when you haven't played. Oh, here's the right way. Alright. No, that is not a chick from Infamous. No, you think? Yeah, the controls are very easy to learn, so well, graphically it looks good and the voice acting's not bad. It does have a few bugs here and there, particularly when you're fighting the demons, but that's another story we'll get to in a little bit. And it's a big collectathon, which is not bad because if you miss any of the collectibles on the first playthrough, you can get them on your second one because it counts them off screen. And this is a big, big collectathon. Believe me, you will be collecting a lot of stuff.
Just keep an eye out for security cameras and alarms.
Thanks for the tip, but this isn't even my first break-in today.
Ain't that disturbing? Ain't even first break-in. So yeah, this is a big collectathon. So I'd recommend if you need help, go look up a strategy guide. You will get helped, believe me, you want that,
This looks
because
like the right place.
the
Now let's see what
museum
these
here, just to
artifacts
give
can
you a
tell
heads
me
up,
about the
I've already
witch
beat the
trials.
game. And the museum is one of two places where you cannot travel back to. While the rest of almost every other area you travel back to, this is one of the two you cannot. So keep that in mind when you do play this game. Now, of course, you are a detective.
My apologies. It will always belong to you.
For shame, Bridget. This schma of your conversations with the spirit world will surely condemn you as a witch.
Yay, witches. Yeah, it's pretty much the Bell Killer's main plot. Judgment Day. No, not the pay-per-view. So yeah, pretty much this is all you do almost in any place that involves investigation. You have to look at it, almost every clue, figure out what to do. So believe me, it is not fun. Of course, you can look what you have with the select button. And as you can see, there are side cases. Now, of course, I've already got all these, but you know, just to go through them, you know, there's that. Now, of course, they're all ghost stories. Once you collect all of them, you can hear a spooky ghost story. So, yeah, yippee. La-di-da-di-da-di-da. Now, the biggest problem with this game, it's very repetitive. So, if you don't like repetitiveness, you will hate this game a lot. Because it is very repetitive. You know, it goes with the old saying, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Now, of course, the voice acting, as you could hear, is very well done. So there is that good part, but it does not save it from repetitive gameplay. Now, the controls, like I said, are easy,
I
but
need you to
time for the
lift up this
trophies. The
painting.
trophies in itself are probably some of the easiest trophies you'll get in a game, and you can actually get all the trophies in one playthrough, which is good, because playing it twice is repetitive. Granted, you may play it twice just in case if you're not following a strategy guide and you miss one of the objects. Oh,
It's the killers.
side quest missions. Now, of course, if you think you have enough clues, you can actually go to do all this. As you see, why do people always call when I'm doing videos? Anyway, like I was saying, now, of course, if you think you have enough, you can hit X. Now, of course, a green one means you're correct. A red one means you're wrong. Granted, most of these are pretty easy. Granted, I have not played this game in about 2 weeks. Yeah. As you can see, yeah. Really, there's nothing getting. You don't even get penalized for getting them wrong. That's the sad thing. As you can see, all the clues we have right now, only 2 are correct. So you still got to keep looking till you can find the correct clue. Now, note some of these clues will be red herrings, so keep that in mind. Granted, if you're intelligent, you should be fine, of course, unless you're a big old complete idiot. Or have never watched Sherlock Holmes or something. Now, with that being said, if you, like I said, repetitive, it goes boring over and over and over and over and over again. And as you can see right now, we really don't have anything else that connects us to the Bell Killer. So it's got to be one of the last 3 clues. If you play this game, you know what it is already. And here it is. Ghostbusters was in the museum. The bell killer. No, I was wrong. Seriously, I'm not paying it. Ghostbusters looking for the go. It might be spoiling. And again, spoiler warnings. Granted, this just should not be spoiler warnings because pretty much figure out who the killer is after the first 20 minutes. Excuse me. So yeah. So while the gameplay's not good, the storytelling, granted, you know you can figure out who the killer is. The storytelling's actually pretty good. It's kind of like, how can I say this? Heavy Rain or Beyond Two Souls, where you're really playing the game for the story, not the game itself. Which normally that's a good thing. But in this case, it is not. Because I think if it would have had a little bit more polish to the gameplay, I think it would be definitely more well liked. It's kind of a cult hit because there are people who like it, but not enough. It's probably going to be one of those games that won't get a lot of attention or likes from people till it comes down lower in price. Now, when the game came out, didn't get a lot of great reviews. It got a lot of bad scores. Pretty much a lot of average ratings. I think the highest rating it got was actually a 7 out of 10. So yeah, not a lot of. Now, of course, with that being said, how do I feel about it? Well, I like the game, but it is repetitive and it is dull. But the trophy list is easy, so if you trophy hunters out there, if you want an easy game to 100% on platinum, this one would definitely come as recommended. It is my 90th platinum. But if you want something a little bit more challenging to platinum, I would not recommend this game only for those reasons. Now, unless you like a good storytelling, which this game does have. So, at the end of the day, oh, before I forget, we gotta show off the demon battle. 3, 2, 1. Now, of course, as you can see, you got 3 demons. Well, now the only way to kill the demons is by sneaking up behind them and holding R2 and doing an execution. Now, of course, you could be like me and be a little scared shit and run away. Because I've done that a few times already. Granted, ironically enough, to kill your first demon is actually a gold trophy. As a matter of fact, I think it's one of the few gold trophies in the game. So like I said, not a hard trophy list. Oh crap. As you can see, if he sees you, just run away, run away, run away. As you can actually, now of course when you possess somebody, you can actually read their minds. So, at the end of the day, the trophy list for this game gets 1. It's a very easy trophy list, and I will give it a 2. But if you have a strategy guide or a walkthrough, you could probably get every collectible. So it's not that hard. As for the game itself, why it is a good, fun game, it's a game that's not going to be to everyone's liking. Like I said, you gotta be into more storytelling games instead of gameplay. So, it's got good voice acting, somewhat of a good plot, but great storytelling. It's hard to recommend. So, with that being said, Motor So Suspect gets a 3 out of 5. Not bad, not great. It's a good game. I'd probably recommend it as a rental. I would not buy it immediately because right now it's still about $40, I believe, as of right now. I have not checked. But when it comes down lower in price, once it gets to that $30, maybe $20 range, between 20 and 30, definitely recommend it. That's an easy platinum, and you have a little bit of fun playing it. So until next time, this is the DOUG signing off saying have a great week. I will see you next time. And by the way, if you have played Murder Source Suspect, how do you like the game? Did you enjoy it or did you hate it? Let me know what you think in the comment section. Until then, have a great Monday and look out for the ghost. And if you need somebody to save you from ghosts, call the Ghostbusters.